Now at 5.
So there's some steps that can be taken to avoid quarantines.
The governor today announcing new quarantine protocols for public schools. We're on your side with what you need to know. Plus, an update on digital learning during the pandemic.
From giving them projects that they can do and then presentations and providing that feedback.
How Jacksonville North Pulaski teachers are keeping remote learners engaged in class. And not a shot, but a pill that could potentially help stop COVID-19. We explain how researchers say it could work at 5:22. The news starts now.
From the station that's on your side, this is Channel 7 News at 5.
Emphasize is that while we're talking about booster doses today, if you have not received your first dose of the vaccine, please get it. It is critically important to you and your health, but also to what we're trying to accomplish as a state and community.
Good evening. The governor, first lady, and secretary of health getting their doses of the COVID-19 booster shot today, emphasizing the importance of the vaccine in Arkansas. The governor covered several topics at his briefing today, including the state of COVID-19 in schools, and announced new quarantine protocols. If a district has a vaccination rate of at least 70% among all people in the school, they will not have to quarantine. Also, students and staff who have tested positive for the virus within the last 90 days will also not be required to quarantine due to natural immunity. Arkansas Secretary of Education Johnny Key was on hand today and says statewide there are around 2,100 coronavirus cases in public schools. Now at 6, the governor today announcing new quarantine protocols for schools around the state. What you need to know, plus the new pilot program the state is launching.
This will help them to minimize the quarantines, but it'll also assure safety in the schools.
Also, an update on digital learning during the pandemic. We check in with the Jacksonville North Pulaski School District, how they're managing the challenges of virtual learning.
The chance you see rain over the next several days increasing dramatically. The timing and the amounts coming up. The news starts now.
From the station that's on your side, this is Channel 7 News at 6.
Good evening. Today, the governor emphasizing the importance of the COVID-19 booster shot by getting one himself, along with the First Lady and the Secretary of Health. The three rolled up their sleeves during the governor's weekly press briefing today, where he then quickly turned his focus to public schools and new protocols for quarantines. The governor outlined the different ways students and staff can avoid quarantines, like becoming fully vaccinated and wearing masks. The governor says students and staff who previously tested positive in the last 90 days do not have to quarantine because they have natural immunity. But he also announced that if a school community has a vaccination rate of 70% or above, then those in the community don't have to quarantine. Hutchinson says this is an incentive to get more people vaccinated.
Good for a JV game. How about that? Look at the celebration. All right, Beth will be back with more news in just a minute.
That does it for Channel 7 News at 6. We'll see you back here at 10.